everybody, it's Jay Kitchen from jaysbeard.com. I hope you're doing really well today. We are doing a review of two fragrances from the house of Ormonde Jayne. They are out of the UK, London to be specific. The two fragrances we're going to be talking about is their Eau de Liasons and their Bijou Zafran. Check out the bottles. They're very standard for this brand. They're kind of, handsome, as it were, solid looking. I believe they're both $275 for 88 mLs. The first fragrance we're going to talk about is Eau de Liasons. This is a unisex Eau de Parfum. The main note is oud. It was released this year, 2026. The fragrance notes, as listed on Fragrantica, are rose, lemon, licorice, pink pepper, oud, suede, guaiac wood, more oud, patchouli, musk, cypriol, and vanilla. The so-called scoop on Lucky Scent, Eau de Liasons is a study in contrast, smoke and silk, power and grace, mystery and clarity. It's a fragrance that clings to the skin with elegant persistence, capturing the very essence of connection. Deep, resinous, and richly evocative, it unfolds like a backstage whisper, complex and intriguing. Okay, so the Eau de Liasons. I've been wearing this yesterday. I wore it today. We are working our way through the decant. It's got a nice an opening note of oud. It's nice. It's nice. This fragrance is part of Ormonde Jayne's Four Corners of the Earth collection, which was originally released in 2025. So this fragrance, although Lucky Scent says it's released in 2026, Fragrantica says 2025, I think we can both agree that it was released recently. It's sort of like oud light in a way. It is nice. I mean, I don't remember trying any Ormonde Jayne fragrances, to be honest. This may be our first review of something from this house. It's got a little bit of, it's a bit minty to me for some reason. That's probably the patchouli note in here. It's got this spiciness. They say there's pink pepper notes, but that's not necessarily what I'm getting. Or maybe it is. Because it's definitely got that spicy kind of note to it. But the middle notes are like oud, guaiac wood, and suede. So it's really kind of dark and leatherish. But it's more oudy. And it's got this peppery kind of nose to it. The second fragrance we're going to be talking about from Ormonde Jayne today is their Bijou Zafran. Again, this is $275 for 88 mLs. It is unisex. The main note in this fragrance is saffron, hence Zafran. The fragrance notes are saffron, pear, cypriol, iris, benzoin, patchouli, musk, mineral amber, vanilla bean, and leather. The scoop: saffron, red gold on skin, trailing fire spun in silk, flaring like a comet in slow motion, streaking across the night sky. Bijou Zafran is more presence than perfume, a spell in a bottle, blending dangerous sensuality with an almost celestial serenity. It's a smoldering, amber-kissed experience somewhere between cravable gourmand and beguiling skin scent, drawing the world close into its bewitching and secretive world. Wear it to spark a flame of your own. Very, very flowery. It's a real saffron-y fragrance. I like it a lot. It took me about an hour or two of wearing this to kind of figure out the scent, and not figure it out. Sometimes these decants, these samples are. It's got this sort of the pear notes, the fruit, really come through, and why that is. I mean, I did a review of a pear fragrance yesterday. Pear Pavlova, which, wow, yeah, that was very nice and juicy. The notes on Fragrantica with respect to this scent are that this was launched in 2026, so we still got the 26 and 25 kind of thing going on here. The nose behind this particular scent is Elodie Bernard. The top notes are pear and saffron. The middle notes benzoin, iris, and cypriol. The base notes are musk, mineral notes, vanilla bean, patchouli leather, and amber, as we talked about. This is the pear really is very, very upfront, and I think that's what threw me for a loop when I first started smelling it yesterday. I mean, it's a nice, saffron is an interesting kind of fragrance or smell, because saffron is obviously used in cooking and all kinds of other things. So saffron is an interesting kind of note. Now, I have this little ampule of something called saffron hamra from Amouage. It's part of one of their atars. And this, I'm just going to put a little dab on my wrist because you really don't need much at all. And this is really, and you can see the color of the juice is sort of reddish brown. The Bijou Zafran is not as intense, not as animalic, not animalic's not the right word. It's not as all sort of encompassing, and it's not as funky and deep and dirty as the attar. I mean, we're not really talking about the attar here, but just for purposes of a kind of contrast, this is a softer, sweeter saffron. That pear really makes it's a big kind of it's interesting influence. The pear, I like it. It's a nice fragrance. I appreciate the way it's constructed. It's not something I would wear. I like a little bit different kind of smelling saffrons, and I'm actually constructing one of my own. It's very nice. It's not something, like I say, I would spend my money on. It doesn't work for me. If saffron is something you're interested in, I get a decant of this from Lucky Scent or wherever. It's a nice fragrance, but it's very particular. Not everybody's going to like it. That's my take on it. I hope you enjoyed the review. I hope it was helpful. If you've tried any of these, or if you've got a recommendation for any other Ormonde Jayne scent, let us know down below. In the meantime, stay lifted, stay well groomed, stay smelling freaking awesome, whether it's with one of these two scents or something else or nothing at all. Don't forget we love you, and please be kind to our 2- and 4-legged friends, and thank you so much for coming through. We really appreciate it. If you can subscribe and smash the thumbs up button before you bounce, we would appreciate it. Cheers.